Everything's going on normally, but next month we are in major crisis.
What is the best value I can get for the 6,000?
It's a very good investment range already because most of our Malaysians and some of my closings in Pitts Car Audio is not determined by the husband, it's determined by the wife.
You can give out your car model and then you give out your car budget, and from there maybe we can not diagnose lah. We can suggest you some few
We
recommendations.
can do some proposals, okay?
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the Plugged In podcast. Here I'm joined with
Kallen Anthony.
and before I forget, let me introduce myself. My name is Megat Irfan. You can call me Megat. I'm one of the content creators for Plug In Podcast. For today, I'm filling in for Ben. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes well. I mean. Okay, Kallen. So for this podcast, I feel like we can touch on something that went viral last week.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, because one of the PM's economic advisor, he mentioned that the next 6 months, we're
Alright.
going to have an economic crisis.
Okay.
Again. Again, so actually they made a video, BFM made a video, we can react to it.
Right,
So let me just show you. Oops.
right.
I feel like we're in February 2020. The virus is just about to hit. We're hearing all this news. Everything's going on normally, but next month we are in major crisis. While I won't say that this is something as dramatically impactful as that was, I do get the same feeling in the sense that we're taking, well, I won't say taking this lightly, but people are just going on and not changing their behaviors. Because the supply was shut off, the oil couldn't move outside the Strait of Hormuz. And you can't leave the oil just gushing. So they had to shut in the wells. So we have roughly about 12 to 13 million barrels per day that's actually shut in today. And shut in means is that you're not turning off the faucet, you're actually cementing over the whole pipe. And opening that pipe again is basically like opening a new well. So it takes a minimum of 3 months to reopen a well that's been shut in. But effectively, if the war ended tomorrow, I would say 3/4 of the oil in the Middle East will not be able to come on stream for at least 3 months. And that's not even talking about clearing the traffic jam. We got thousands of ships within the Straits of Hormuz that can't get out. And just clearing that will take, I'm told it will take another 2 to 3 months. And even if you open the oil well, it will take another 3 months because they have to slowly build up the pressure and everything. So what they tell us is that it'll take 6 months from start to end in terms of the process. And of course, you got to ship it out, right?
Stress kita.
As a Malaysians, yes, we are stressed.
Not just Malaysians, I think the whole world is going to be affected by this.
Yes.
But we don't feel it now because we are very comfortable from March until May.
Yes.
They say that our supply is okay until May, but we didn't think about June.
Yes.
So now it's everything we have about money lah.
Yes.
So basically right now, today I'm going to leeway this into financial investment into car audio, because apparently some people think, most drivers think that car audio is not really a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
So where this comes in is some people see it as luxury item or something that they can give themselves, like
Pamper themselves.
pamper themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in regards to let's say I'm an outsider, I don't know anything about car audio,
Okay.
but I want good car audio, but
Yeah.
still in the low investment range.
Okay.
What would you suggest?
I mean, if you really want to start as a low investment range, it is possible, all right? Branding also plays its part. Of course, most of the brandings in the market, they do cater for the entry level, the mid tier, and also the highest end, all right? It's not that the brands like Focal only does the high end. No. They also cater for the entry level ones as well, all right? It can range as affordable as about 700, 800 ringgits, right up to a few thousands. But of course, at the end of the day, when you say about car audio, right, your years is very important as well. Because when we work within investment range, let's say a low investment range, your years may not be suitable for that low investment range as well. So it's very subjective actually when it comes to this. But however, we have to see how much we really want to invest, because are we using the car on a daily basis? But if a person tells me No, I'm using this car on a weekend basis, only once in a while. Then I'll tell them, look, just do a low investment range and you're good to go. But in let's say a person use this car on daily basis, at least about 2 to 3 hours a day. Then I'll advise them, look into the mid tier or even the higher tier. Why? The returns that you're getting is based on every second that you're on your radio. That means the moment you start engine, you're on your radio, your Spotify, Apple Music, your Tidal, or whatever platforms that you're using, you are getting the returns back to you. So it's an investment for yourself also. That means you are also like pampering yourself also lah. Like whatever
Right.
your hard days work, you come back, okay lah, stress free lah.
Yeah, sometimes when I take drives, I go back to my home. I don't I don't get into my house like straight away.
Yes.
I wait in my car and I'm like, oh, let's
Meditate.
unwind
Let's cool down in the
and
car.
sing Nirvana in the car. No, 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 no.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I think that for me lah, it's not just a luxury; it's a necessity because it plays with your well-being of your mind also. So, you mentioned that not all brands, let's say like Masway is, could you say Masway is a low investment range
Okay.
in that tier maybe?
All right. Musway in their lineup, they are more into their electronics. All right, your processors, your amplifiers. Now they started dwelling into the market of speakers, subwoofer, which I do sell recently quite a lot. The subwoofers, especially, I really love their subwoofers.
Oh.
For the price range of it, I think it's a very solid product for them.
The underseat one, right?
It's not about underseat. They have a latest one, the rear-mounted subwoofer, which actually I did a TikTok video on it.
Okay.
It's quite impressive for the price point. You know, some people they say, rear-mounted, so expensive. You know, Kallen's proposes always the higher end ones and stuff. But no, right? For me personally, I treat myself as an end user as well. Am I willing to pay X amount of money or not on that particular product? Is it a must or not for me to buy it? If let's say if that suits my criteria, why not? The Musway sub suits for me. Of course, I have like the Audition subs and also the Focal subs. But do I dwell into that? Do I need to dwell into that? It's a very subjective question.
By the way, guys, if you want to watch Kallen's video on it, click here, click here. Later you give me the video, I show. Okay, so apparently because we talked about Masway.
Yep.
You also mentioned like even before the podcast, you mentioned that Audition also has its own entry level.
Yes.
So maybe you can talk a little bit about Audition. Audition maybe a little bit more mid tier. Financial
Okay.
range?
Financial range, yes, I would say they are on the upper lower range type of budget lah. All right, they have their Prima series. So the Prima series is basically their OEM integrated series lah. They call it as the OEM integrated, meaning like whatever your original speakers, like for example, you have yourself an Axia, all right. You want to upgrade the speakers, you're good to go. You just install a set of Audition APK 165. You're good to go because these speakers, they are very high sensitive speakers. Okay, high sensitive meaning that even your volume, your original volume is at 15 and is loud. You replace them with the Audition Prima series, you'll be the same loudness and you get a better enhancement over the original speakers.
Oh.
Yes. So when we do this type of investment range, we have to be quite wise, not spend blindly.
Okay.
A lot of Malaysians, they tend to like, oh, I want to do within this range. But for me, I'll say, look, if you can up your budget a little bit more, it should be fine. You know, or we try to look somewhere around there. For me, whatever I spend, I don't want to spend 2 times or 3 times. Because whatever is said and done, the labor to install is the same. Regardless how high end is the speakers or how entry level are they are the same price. Shops, they don't kasi you charge, oh, this one a bit entry level, okay lah, naman lah, 80 ringgit lah. No, they don't do like that. They actually is one price for all actually.
Yeah, spend wisely.
Yeah, spend wisely.
Yeah.
That's what I think in the video, what it's trying to tell us is like, it's allowing us to prepare ourselves for the future as well. It's not bad actually, the video. The video is quite good because we have faced through COVID And you and I know how bad was COVID as well. You know how the economy went standstill. So he is trying to preempt us not to overspend.
Were you in pits when it was during COVID season?
No, I was in the hotel line.
Ah,
I
I
was in the
see.
hotel line. Trust me, you do not want to be in the hotel line that time, and especially at the quarantine center. You
Oh,
know, if I have images, I will share. I used to wear the full PPE suit, meaning a
oh,
third level, meaning there's no way, it's all cellophane tape, everything is just white suit. And if you want to go to toilet, good luck to you.
good luck. What does that mean?
Okay, what
Oh,
means is that when you dwell yourself into that particular zone, to get out from that zone, you have to like spray some medication on yourself. Then only remove. Then only you can go to the toilets. So that's why we have to mentally prepare. And these sessions, I do respect all those in the helpline. They work long hours, meaning 12 to 13 hours. So,
oh,
is that a scenario that I wish to go back? No,
no.
not at the same.
Yeah.
But now the scenario is very different. It's like the fuel shortage, and I do understand where they are coming from. And the present government is doing their level best.
Yes.
I don't blame any of this. Of course, there are things going on social media lah, like they say, oh, this is that. But we have to thank the government lah. They're trying out their level best lah.
Right. So, yeah, it's quite interesting that because your Azia, even though it's is it an entry level Azia?
Yes, it's an entry level. I purposely bought an entry level because it was the fastest to get.
The entry level Azia, but you invested in 12K amount of audition full
It's a mixture of Focal with
Focal
Masway.
Focal Masway. Sorry,
Focal and
my
Masway.
bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
it's all right. Okay, and this I did it in gradual stages. I didn't do it as overnight.
Oh,
So this 12,000 that I spent, right? It
okay.
wasn't like one day investment. Of course, I started off with the entry level setup. Of course, then only I went on the higher end tier. All right. So the earlier stage, I used the Audition APK 165 with the Masway DSP, and then also the Masway sub. Then from there, I upgraded it to the Focal Flex Evo because I feel that gives you the value for money. All right. And also the Masway DSP, I have upgraded it as well because I needed a higher powered one.
Yes.
Of course, I need to do some soundproofing for the car. A little bit.
Soundproof.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that increased the cost, right? So eventually I was using an original head unit. Even though my system was very high end, I was still using the original head unit. It's just that the last of the bit, I was like, you know what? I've done so much already. Let's go and get yourself a head unit. And after all, I'm spending most of the time in the car. And me traveling from Cheras to Subang, it's approximately about 45 minutes to an hour. So most of my entertainment I get in the car. So once I go home, it's close to nil already. There's no more already. There's no more already. I don't even touch the TV, nothing. So everything I've done is just in the car only.
So you mentioned that you use focal speakers.
Yes, the Focal
Focal
Flex.
is the high range, right?
I wouldn't say they are high range. I mean, they are well known in the home hi-fis and stuff like. Of course, in the late 60s, they dwell into the car audio scene, right? So we choose to sell from the mid-tier onwards.
Okay.
So consider the one that in my car is a mid-tier. That is the mid-tier speakers, the Focal Flex Evo. Of course, you have the higher ends like the K2 Power, the legendary K2 Power. Then you got the K2 Power M, all right, and also you have your Utopia and also the Ultima. But rarely people go to the Ultima. So the ones that you always hear will be the Flex Evo, K2 Power, K2 Power M, and also the Utopia. But of course, for the processors, we encourage some of them if they have additional funds, go for the auditions. We encourage them. That's why you see us promoting much on the audition, especially the 8-channel ones, the C8.14 or even the M8.14 is sufficient enough for most of our Malaysians,
Okay, imagine me. I'm coming to your shop.
right?
Bro, I have 6,000.
All right.
Okay, I have 6,000 and I have my Ford Fiesta.
All right.
Okay, what is the best value I can get for the 6,000?
6 6,000, it's a very good investment range already, because most of our Malaysians, I think a sweet spot will be about 4.5 to 5K. But of course, it may not be the products that we sell in here, all right? But a 6,000, yeah, you can get yourself an Audison processor, sorry, Audison speaker.
Okay, I'm taking notes here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll come to your shop later.
Audison APK 165 or even a 165P, all right? There is a difference between both of them. Then you got maybe a Musway M4 Nano, that's the latest in line, all right? And a subwoofer, perhaps it could go with a Musway subwoofer that is either under seat, or if you have a bit more higher budget or you want a little bit more deeper bass, then we go for the rear mounted subwoofer. I think about 6,000. Yeah, you can do it within 6,000. The soundproofing can do it at later stage because
Later lah. It's
because-
not one lump sum.
yes,
Yeah.
I think the car audio journey, right? A lot of Malaysians, they think they need to spend all at once. No, you need to enjoy this unless you're the type where you have. I have dwelled in car audio before, and I know where I want. I know what I want. That is different story. Already.
Yes,
But if you
okay.
never test waters, nothing, you never driven the car or anything like that, cannot spend one shot. Like you got yourself a driving license. Takkan straight away go and buy a Ferrari. No.
Right,
You
correct.
literally buy a Myvi or Axia or any of the simple cars. Then slowly you build up.
Build out over time.
Yes.
I think that's way better than just
Yeah.
lump sum.
Yeah. Yes. At least you appreciate the audio side of it. You see, like some people, I can propose them the most highest end system, but they don't really enjoy it. It's just like you're going to fine dining restaurant and you are seeing the platter, created by the chef. You'll be like, huh? That's it only.
What's it?
That's it only. That's it only. That's a perception. It's like, you know what? I go to Mama also, I can get more. But
Yeah,
it's
correct.
perceptions lah. All right. Like if you talk about like some people, they really go fine dining and then they see, wow, the chef really imagined this. The chef really put more heart.
there's
and
a
soul.
story in
There's
there.
a story behind that particular dish.
I'm eating the intro, and then
Yeah.
they got climax, and
Yes.
then the ending.
Yes, the entree, the main course, and the dessert has its own storytelling.
Yeah.
And then you pay with the ambience also lah. It all comes down to that.
You know, we do get some comments from the latest, not the latest, but the one that we did for your Azia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
I'll
some
be
people,
very interested to know what are the comments.
I think you've seen this before, but because we've staged the comment before, and the girl says,
Oh.
12K for Azia, macam bazir je.
Okay, this one. Okay, okay lah. Different people got different way of poisons lah. Okay, some people for them is poison. For me is meal lah. Right.
Right. Yeah, like maybe if she likes K-pop, then she would spend on K-pop stuff like their albums, every album that they come out. But we love audio, so we spend on what we are investing in. Like, I feel like being pampered by good audio is actually one of the best
Yeah.
things. And maybe to her, maybe if she likes K-pop, then buying K-pop stuff is
Satisfying her needs, yeah.
Satisfying for her, yeah.
But
So-
let me hold you back for a minute because it's a stereotype where they say, only guys only like audio, car audio. Actually, no.
No?
I have done several female drivers' cars as well.
Oh,
And some of
Okay.
my closings in Pitts car audio is not determined by the husband, it's determined by the wife.
oh, minta restu ah. Kena minta restu
It's
also, right?
basically, okay, my classic case I had a W206, a Mercedes, all right? The husband is very chill. Very chill. He was like, you know what, we just put one tweeter and one DSP, we just roll with it and stuff like that. But his wife was an audiophile.
Oh.
So when
Okay.
I demoed to her and stuff like that, she was actually taking notes of it, like literally like hearing each and every beat. So I want to say, like, ladies don't appreciate music. No,
No.
they do appreciate as well, So then I was like talking to her more rather than him. No doubt he communicated with me, but I was like
He's
trying
just
to get
sitting
in.
like that,
Yeah,
oh,
trying to
yeah. But the-
understand that, because why he goes a lot to overseas, so he's not most of the time in Malaysia. But the wife drives the car most of the time.
Ah, okay.
So I had to know what her feedback about it and stuff like that. And then true enough, she went for the glory.
What did she do for the
She did for the Mercedes was a K2 power, K2
Okay.
power with focal ISUP for Mercedes, plug and play once.
Oh.
When we put in Audition DSP, which is what the C8.14, and man, she was very happy with the products. She was really distinct until the following year where I follow up with her husband. I told her husband, look, you got to bring back the car. I got something for your wife. I just told you just need to spend this amount of money and that's about it. He's like,
That's the after sales treatment.
yeah. I mean, I have to check because why? Most shops out there they don't do the after sales. That's the problem. You know, once dapat the sale, they just keep quiet about it. Of course, I do like even the customer itself message me after 2-3 days later. Let me know. Hey, how's the setup? Or you let me know. I'm always open. You know, I don't like say for the sake of sales only I follow up. No. It's just out of my curiosity. I want to know, is it meeting your requirements or maybe something, the tuning lari or something like that.
Yes,
It's a lot of things can happen within 2-3 days. So it's good to follow up. It's one of my bad habits. Good habits.
Yeah. So it has been quite an interesting topic today.
Yeah.
So I think we have to end it here.
Yeah, sure.
So I
No
think
worries.
I wanna give you guys all a question lah. Like let's say you can give out your car model and then you give out your car budget. And from there, maybe we can not diagnose lah.
Yeah.
But we can suggest you some few
We
recommendations.
can do some proposals, okay?
Yeah, proposals.
That doesn't mean you are owning a Axia, you cannot spend that much, okay? I got clients. It's just that I rarely post them because they always tell me, bro, this is discrete project. I don't want my wife to know. I don't want anybody to know. Like, okay, I do get that type of project. So I'll just say, okay, I not my date, but I just take photos for my own collection only lah. Like in case, like in future, when Peter asks me, always Peter will ask me, hey, what we did for this car? So within seconds, I have to like remember the whole setup. And some of them are quite impressed.
So you have to
know.
document.
Yeah, some of them they're quite impressed. You're like, wow, you still remember? But of course, do let us know. Share us your car models. Then we see how we can tackle for your car. Of course, there are various type of range, but it all comes down to your investment range also lah. We don't want to like really push hard sell. I think a lot of them they do a lot of hard sell. But of course,
For us, we're a bit chill. So if you are interested, just leave a comment. We're not
Yeah.
pushing you, but yeah, I guess that's a good episode.
I can give you the pros and cons. Okay, when we do a proposal, right, we can do a lot of pros and cons. Okay, when we go for option A, what are the pros and cons? If we do option B, what are the pros and cons? C, pros and cons. Then we still can play around.
Yeah, maybe I will also comment down myself. Hey, wait, I already got my answer. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for joining us in the podcast.
Right.
If you have anything, just comment down below. And Kallen, say bye to them.
Bye.
Bye. See you in the next one.